Okay.
Hi, I'm John Rowland with Highland Park Lapidary and the Rare Earth Trading Company, and we're here at the International Agate Expo, and I'm going to give you a little tour of some of the agates that we have for offer up here and give a feel for the kind of stuff that's available. So these are Laguna agates that we have. This is big, about 6.5 inch face, both halves. Here's another Laguna agate. Very unusual. These are Acoras, the new dig we've been working.
Can you talk a little bit about the agate for people that aren't familiar with Laguna?
This is a fortification agate. It's a nodular agate, so it forms in a round nodule, and then what makes it special is the variety of the coloring and the banding, the patterns. And some of them have what's shadow agate, so if you look over here you can see the parallax effect with the light.
Well, that's cool.
We also have Elswaco. This is an unusual Elswaco. It's got shadow. This is a Koyamito agate with a pseudomorph. It's a translucent pseudomorph with a yellow band around the outside with nice purple fortification on the top. Nice full half. It showed a little color, so we knew it was going to have some nice color by cutting it, but we never would have guessed it had a pseudomorph. This is a nice Koyamito a Laguna specimen. Fantastic banding, pooling, eyes, and it's flawless. A full half. Here's another Laguna agate. Nice. Shows it. This side looked like it was going to have a siderite center, but when we cut it, I offset enough to get away from the siderite so we get a nice full, beautiful pattern. This is a little bit unusual. This is a floater with really nice eyes around the outside. And again, shadow on these inner bands.
And what shadow?
What's the shadow's the effect that you get when light is reflecting down in the bands. Let me find, this is a nice shadow agate here. So as you tilt it, you can see how it bends the light. This is a particularly nice piece. It's got a little window on the back, but it's a nice full half and it displays nicely. There's another really vivid colors. Unusual color combination, kind of the greens and the oranges. It's a kind of tube eye agate. This is a nice shadow agate.
Yeah, you can see
but this is a little bit, has a little bit of a kind of a ruin feature to it, although it's not.
Explain what a ruin is.
Ruin agate is when you have fracturing that occurs in the agate, and then the fractures get resealed, sometimes with a different color of an agate. So you see these little red lines. That is a ruin feature. So if you see this, it's not a crack. You know, if you take your fingernail over it, it's fully healed. It's not fractured, but it creates an interesting effect.
Do they know what causes that? You see that every now and then. That's weird, isn't it?
It's when the agate is fractured.
Well, it was fractured at one time.
It's fractured, but all the fractures heal together.
Okay.
And sometimes it will heal with a different color.
Speak to that one now.
There's a nice, really, really great color pattern. There's a little bit of quartz in the center, but it's a really nice big full nodule. This is a Koyamito. This is a Koyamito pseudomorph. So the spray is coming from this direction.
And explain what you mean by spray.
So in the nodule, this cavity has formed, and then a crystal cluster has grown. In this one, the crystal has grown up towards
So this is a crystal cluster right there.
Yeah, that's a good example of a
So essentially, that's the same thing that you have
Yeah,
here.
and here the quartz has grown and encased the crystal completely, but agate has formed around each crystal, and then the crystal, as you can see, the crystal is dissolved out. It may be aragonite or some other type of crystal. Here's a particularly nice little super vivid, super colorful Laguna. Just amazing colors. This one is a tube. Wow, really great tubes.
Put it up in the light a little bit.
And here's another really exceptional specimen. Excellent colors, very big specimen. So full half agate. And fantastic colors and pattern.